Okay, take two. I was a few minutes into my whole spiel, and someone was kind enough to tell me that I was sideways. I don't know, I'm having phone issues today. It's really bumming me out. Anyway, let's start from the beginning since I didn't have too many people watching. Hey, okay, thanks, Amanda. Amanda was the one who let me know. And so now I'm vertical. All that good stuff. So let's talk about the hustle and what is the hustle. This is good because, you know, I got a little bit of practice in and now I can smooth it out a little bit. It's a little rusty. It's been a couple weeks since I've done a live. So the hustle, what is the hustle? The hustle is this thing that we call a career as a makeup artist, right? It is everything that we do to get work as a makeup artist. It is education, it is talent, it is our performance on the job, it is business and marketing, it is paying our bills, paying for our kids, paying for all the fun stuff that goes. That's the hustle. The hustle is our whole entire career. And it's exhausting, right? It's so exhausting. And does it ever end? So the answer to that, my friends, is no, it never ends. I'm sorry. It could get easier for you at some point in your career when you are paying somebody else to do the hustling for you, a portion of the hustle for you. But generally, it never ends, and you will be hustling in this career as long as you want to be a makeup artist. And if you don't want to hustle and be a freelance makeup artist, then you probably need to. I don't want to crush dreams. It's not my point here. I'm not trying to crush your dreams. You just have to know that this job is work. It's more than makeup. It's so much more than makeup, and a lot of people don't realize that it's so much more than makeup and painting faces and making people pretty. That's the fun part. That is the great part of this job. But you have to have momentum and grease and oil and all the good stuff in your engine to keep the hustle, the engine of your career going. And the different things that you can do to keep that engine going is business and marketing. It is networking. It is all the things that I had mentioned that are outside of just doing the makeup. It's the more than makeup part. So that is the hustle. But today we're going to really talk about the business and marketing part. Hi, Cynthia. Because that's what makeup artist biz is about, right? So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about business and marketing. When do we find time to do this part of the hustle? You just have to find it. You have to make it your time. Amanda says it's like a duck. They look peaceful gliding about. It's true. That's great. I love that. Ducks are definitely hustling, for sure. So business and marketing wise, you have to make the time to do it. And I get it. I'm a wife. I'm a mother. My to-do lists are a mile long. I just relocated. I'm living in boxes. And I got rid of all my stuff, so now I'm trying to make this house a home, and it's empty, and it's weird. There's that big weird hole behind me. I have no idea what to do with that stinking hole. I'm just like, I don't know what to do with it. I'm just like, who puts a big hole in a wall like that? Like, who does that? And I hate it. Anyway, that's on my to-do list. Find a handyman, figure out what the hell to do with that hole. But then I have to sit down amongst all the million things that I have to do. I've got kids that I got registered and started in school. I actually forgot to pick them up yesterday because I forgot that there was early release time in Arizona. You know, mom fail, hello. I'm a person, I'm a human. I can't do it all. But I have to find time to do the business and marketing or my career will never get off the ground, right? So even when I was in the heyday of my business and I was getting comfortable, the phone was ringing, it was ringing, I was booking. Everything was rosy and great. But the minute I turned my back and I stopped advertising, business and marketing, updating my website, doing all the things that need to get done, business slows down. That's just what happens. So you have to think of business and marketing as the oil in your engine. Maybe not the gas, but maybe it's the oil, and it keeps everything running smooth and consistent. And so it's so important for you guys to stay on top of that. And a lot of people have had these glorious careers, and they, especially film people, they have a tendency to get into a groove with a certain crew, and then but the sad thing is sometimes one day they'll wake up and they'll go, oh, what the hell happened around me? I don't know how to market myself anymore. I don't know what's going on in this business climate. So the business climate has changed. A lot of people are, so to speak, sitting pretty right now because they grew up at a different time when it was a different kind of hustle. So the hustle has changed. We have social media. We are in the look at me, look at me, look at me age. That's just, and then the competition has grown because everybody wants to be a makeup artist now. So you have to do the things that are going to set you apart from the masses. And there is a massive amount of people who want to be makeup artists, and they don't understand what it takes. They don't understand that it's more than makeup. This is my motto these days. It's so much more than makeup, right? Like, people come into this group and they're like, I want to talk about education, or I want to talk about application, or I want to talk about products. And I'm like, just go to another group, because our group here is focused on making our phones ring and booking jobs. That's what we want to do here in Makeup Artist Biz. So yes, it's all about the hustle, and you have to find the time. I follow Amy Porterfield. She is a really great online marketer, and she does this thing called Tiger Time. I think that's kind of a silly name, but I call it my hustle. This is why I brought up the hustle. I have to sit down and I have to hustle. I have to sit down at the computer and I have to hustle. And what does that mean? I have to build my list. I have to research my area. I have to see who's up and coming in my area as far as photographers and production assistants. This is one thing that I do that's a little secret of mine, and I usually share a tiny secret with you whenever I do these lives. Production assistants, you have to keep your eyes on these guys. You have to really watch them when you're working on set and see who's hustling. It's all about the hustle. And the ones that are hustling before you know it are going to be production coordinators. So you have to watch those guys. So you want to engage with them on Facebook. You want to engage with them on LinkedIn. I mean, there's so much you can be doing just sitting at home at your computer, but you have to make time. You have to maybe put aside your social media time when you're let's maybe go look and see what the latest and greatest products are. Maybe that needs to be your hustle time when you're gonna hustle your business and marketing instead. So switch your gears, because we're all super passionate about this job. We're super passionate about being makeup artists. We're super passionate about creativity. But you have to also be creative in the ways that you can get gigs. Who are some different people who might hire you? Get creative in that way. Switch the gears in your head a little bit and try and flip those switches over to your business and marketing side. What can you do marketing wise? What is your competition doing? So this is all part of the hustle, is sitting down and go and researching who's in your area and what they're doing. Now, yeah, I know what my competition's doing in my area. I check them out. I creep on them, as the term today now speaks of. Creep. I'm a total creeper. I'm creeping up on you people. I'm watching what you're doing and seeing what's working and what's not working and who's getting gigs, and so I do what I can to try and see what's going on. I also consider part of the hustle keeping an eye on my industry. So if you're a print makeup artist, you got to see what's going on in photography. You want to see what the photographers are raving about these days. So you got to keep in touch with all those different things. It's so much more than makeup. Just keep that in mind. And what you need to make time for your hustle time. You need to get that newsletter out. You need to build that list. You need to engage with people. You need to sit down at least once a month, at the very least. You may make it the 10th or the 15th and make it a hustle day. Or if you have the time, make it an hour or two a week that's ideal. That would be great. And you know, you can sit down, you can schedule posts, you can do this, that, and the other. You can just follow and see what people are doing. There's so many things that you need to do, but you just got to make time for your hustle, because it's never going to end. Even if you are an icon in the industry, there's still going to be a hustle if you want to continue to work. I'm just saying, the hustle never ends. And if you don't want to hustle, that's okay. I get it. There's still ways that you could, someone's messaging me right now. There are still ways that you can do makeup and make some money. It's probably not going to be a super, super lucrative career. It can happen. You can go to work for a line. You can go and become a national director or something for like Dior or, you know, MAC or one of those companies, Estee Lauder. Not my favorite, but anyway, you could do something like that where it's a little bit more of a 9 to 5. You will hustle in different ways by punching in and punching out of a clock. You can go to work for bridal companies and be part of bridal teams, and it's nice because you show up, you get paid to do some makeup, and you go on your merry way. You don't have to worry about dealing with the brides, with the clients, with the marketing, with all that good stuff. So there are ways that you could still make money as a makeup artist. But if you really want to have your own business and be able to support yourself full time, you're gonna have to hustle. So that is what I wanted to talk to you guys. Does anybody have any questions? Hustle, baby. That's what Song says. Song is a hustler. I wish I could get that stupid BeLive app to work, because Song is really a hustler. If you guys don't know Song Lopez, you need to follow her. She's a really good friend of mine. She is a freaking hustler. I just love watching her. She's amazing. I love watching all of you. Keep in touch. I'm sorry I haven't been on a lot lately. Like I said, personal life is just getting to me right now. I have to sit down. Today is my hustle day. It's my makeup artist biz day. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to reach out to all of my former clients on the West Coast and say, hey, guess what? I'm closer. I'm willing to travel, that kind of thing. So that's on my to-do list, and I'm going to hustle it up, and I hope you guys do too. All right. Bye, Song. Bye, everybody. Mwah. Have a good day. Hustle it up, girl.